Hey, this is Dan. Welcome back to Real Vape Review, and today I'm going to review an electronic cigarette that has been highly requested, but I've put off until now. A friend of mine actually borrowed this to me. Really fly. Anyway, a friend of mine actually borrowed this to me for the review. I wasn't going to spend my money on it just because I don't really support what Blue has done in the past as far as their guerrilla marketing and the way that they treat different like store chains and stuff. It's been documented that Blue has gone into places like 7-Eleven, the Circle K's, some of the bigger chains across the country, and told them that if they don't support Blue and carry their product, put signage up, and promote their product, that they're going to pull all their tobacco products out. And honestly, don't remember which one Blue is. Whether it's, I know it's not RJ Reynolds, but whichever one it is, Lorillard or, anyway, whichever one it is, anyway, they threaten to pull their tobacco out if they don't put signage up and everything, which blocks everybody else, and they're not allowed to put up anybody else except for Enjoy and Views and stuff like that. But just their tactics on ways of going about it, I don't really agree with. Plus, Big Tobacco needs to stay at Big Tobacco, and electronic cigarettes need to do their own thing. And by Big Tobacco getting involved with electronic cigarettes, now it's putting more of a bad lighting on electronic cigarettes, and it's getting looked at now as a little bit, not what it actually is. It is definitely a safer way to go, a safer way to do things. But anyway, enough of my rant. So yeah, this will probably be a little bit biased on this review, but I will be as honest as I can on the flavors and everything else as far as the Blue. Now, this is the Blue rechargeable kit that gets sold, and I think this my friend paid $40 for this. And first of all, it comes with a little car cigarette lighter charger. Anyway, it's got Blue written on the end of it right here. It's got Blue written on there, and basically it's just a USB charger you plug into your car. And yeah, it's kind of a neat little look and everything. It's got the Blue wrapped around there. And then it also comes with this little recharging cord. Now, the recharging cord is actually to charge this case, and it's got the small USB plug on this end and your regular USB plug on this end. But one thing I've noticed about this is very, very thin. It's a very thin and almost fragile looking little wire. I'm used to most rechargers having a nice big thick heavy wire. This Blue has a really thin small wire. Kind of makes me nervous. So if you get this, you want to be really careful with this cord, not to pinch it, kink it, catch it in anything, because that is really, really soft. It's really pliable. You don't want to break it anyway. So because I imagine they're going to charge you an arm and a leg to get a new replacement cord. So anyway, the way this works with this rechargeable case is actually has a USB plug right here on the bottom of it. Now you can see a USB plug right there on the bottom of it, and then on this side here, it's got two different lights on there. So I can get it to focus. The bottom light says that the battery pack is actually charging, and the next one says your actual battery on the inside is charging. And when you plug it in, if it's all fully charged right now, but that red one would light up, and that's charging the case. When the red light goes off, the case is charged. And then when you put a cigarette on the inside of it here, or a battery on the inside, it will actually charge that battery. Now, this is the actual battery right here, and you see it's a little bit spring-loaded. And anyway, right down inside of there is actually where it's going to charge this battery. You don't have to screw it in. You just drop it in, and then when you close the lid, it puts a little bit of pressure on it and creates that connection to charge that battery up. Pretty decent idea. One problem I've found with the Blue that I'm not really a big fan of is it's not interchangeable with the common 909 threading. They have their own type of threading, and I know there's some e-cig manufacturers out there that make cartridges and stuff that fit the Blue batteries, and the Blue, they're vice versa, but not very many of them. But you take like this, the 909 threading on EC Smokes, it's pretty common and interchangeable. Blue didn't make it where anybody else could really interchange with their product. Whatever. Yeah, so that's how you charge a case up, and that's how you charge a battery up. And this is what the actual battery looks like, and it says Blue right on the battery. Decent looking battery. It's a nice, really shiny black on there, and the tip of it's going to light up blue. It's definitely a nice looking little battery for sure. But one thing that's kind of off to the eye, oops, pull out this cartridge here, just not real appealing to the eye, is when you actually put a cartridge on there, the cartridge is a flat black and kind of a dull black, and then the actual battery is a really shiny black. So it's a little bit not eye-catching, right off the bat. The first flavor I'm going to go ahead and try is going to be a menthol. It's got two little leaves there and an H for a high nicotine level. So I'm going to assume it's an 18 milligram or a 24 milligram. I'm not really positive. But yeah, it's a menthol. But like I say, it's a good looking. I like black on black. If they would have made this shiny or this dull, it would have been a lot better. But having that shiny battery with a dull flat black on the cartridges, it looks a little bit off. But yeah, it's just personal preference on what it looks like. All right, this is the menthol. Now, if you guys remember, I did a blue disposable menthol sitting right there. Anyway, and it tasted like puppy breath. It was god awful. I know that was a bad cartridge because I couldn't taste any menthol at all. This one, however, is a new cartridge and it's fresh. And anyway, I've tried all these and I've tested them all out. Anyway, I know it's a fresh new cartridge, so let's go ahead and check it out. Get that fan off me just a little bit so you can see the body of it here. Pretty weak body, not a lot of strength to it. Now, the flavor of menthol. It's definitely a menthol flavor. It's not a good menthol flavor. I taste puppy breath still. Now, I went through 4 different menthol cartridges trying to see if, and two of them from one pack and 2 of them from another pack. And anyway, to see if it was just maybe one of the sides packs, whatever. I tried 4 of them out. All 4 of them had that exact same taste to it. So that is just the flavor that they have. I taste the menthol. It's got a decent aftertaste. Well, no, vice versa. It's got a almost decent taste, but the aftertaste tastes like puppy breath. It's kind of got that really bitter aftertaste, really sticky, not real great. So let's go ahead and try this one more time. You see vapor production is pretty weak on it. It doesn't have a lot of vapor production, but the flavor, like I said, I can taste the menthol going in, but as soon as it comes out, I get puppy breath flavor big time. It's got a really bitter aftertaste. Not a good flavor at all. And like I said, I've tried 4 different menthol ones, plus that one up there. It's all I get is puppy breath. And I was trying. I really wanted to like the menthol on blue because I've heard some good things about it, mostly negative, but I've heard some good things about the menthol. I wanted to like it. I don't. I'm going to give the menthol flavor a 3 out of 10. It's not a great flavor. All right, next one we're going to go ahead and try is going to be pipe tobacco, or just a regular tobacco flavor. I'll show it to you here. It says blue on there, and it's got a little picture of a pipe and smoke, and it says H on there for high nicotine content. Now, this one has a better vapor production, but the flavor, not great. Puppy breath. Definitely a lot better vapor production on that one. Still, going in, I get the taste of what should be a tobacco flavor. It's still not a great tobacco flavor. I'm going to set this one aside real quick. I'm going to go ahead and pull out this other tobacco flavor I have. And it's the same type of cartridge, but it's out of a different pack. I'm going to go ahead and put it on there and just test it out and see if there's a difference at all. Same. I really get that puppy breath flavor. It's just really a bitter aftertaste, and I'm really I'm really trying, guys. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. And as much money as they put into it, you'd think that they would be a little bit better of a product. I'm not feeling that product. I'm not getting it. Putting all my bias crap aside, the flavors are not that great, except for the next one. The next one's a good flavor, but this one, the menthol and the tobacco, they're not great flavors. The menthol, not bad going in, puppy breath coming out, horrible bitter aftertaste. The tobacco flavor, it's kind of sharp and bitter going in, and puppy breath and sticky coming back out. Not a great flavor at all. I'll give the vapor production on this one a 7 out of 10. On the tobacco one, it's definitely got a better vapor production than the menthol ones. Menthol, really weak vapor production. And flavor, taste, and aroma on the tobacco one, I'm going to give it a 4. I want to like it. I wanted it to be better. It's not hitting the spot. Now, this one is a good flavor. This one I do like, and I'll show it to you right now. This one is actually a cherry flavor. Now, the cherry, to me tastes like we get the cherry pie filling, and you're making a cherry pie or a cherry cobbler and you use that cherry pie filling. It tastes like the cherries that are in that, kind of like a cordial cherry in a heavy, like a heavy sauce, a heavy, like sugar sauce. Or sauce. It's not a sauce. Is it a sauce? Maybe it's a sauce. It's got a good flavor and good vapor production as well. The cherry, I do like the cherry. So if you're going to get a blue and you want to get a blue, and I'm not discouraging you from doing it, I'm just saying the flavors are just not that great. There are so many other better options out there. EC Smokes, there's Play Vapor, there's Vapor Lights. I mean, God, there's so many. Green Smoke. There's so many different better alternatives to blue. But if you're gonna get a blue, because of the convenience, they're easy to get. They're freaking everywhere. Every convenience store, every grocery store, every gas station I've been to has blue. So you can get blue anywhere. They are expensive, but get cherry. Avoid the menthol. Avoid the tobacco flavors. Just go with the cherry flavor. And the cherry flavor, it's good, but I'm still only going to give it a 7 out of 10. I've had better flavors. EC Smokes has Cherry Bomb, much better flavor than this cherry. This one, it's just, I'm trying to put all my bias aside, guys. I really am. It's just the flavors are just honestly not that good. They're not a good flavor. If it was good, I would tell you it's good. The cherry is decent. It's good. It's not great. It doesn't blow me away. It's not $40 good. It's not. When you can go get a EC Smoke starter kit for 24 bucks versus 40 bucks for this, and you get the same stuff. And EC Smokes and other companies have products like this out there, which is really, really handy as well, because I can actually take a unit like this and I can do the same thing. I charge up the case, and then I put my screw my e-cig into the battery into this, close it back up, close it up, and I can charge my battery on the go. Same principle as this, and half the price. You can get one of these for what, 15 bucks plus a cartridge, so you're looking at 35 bucks. You save $5 and you have a better looking case. That is a solid little case, perfect, versus this, which, another problem, especially when you load it up, you get 3 different cartridges in there. Let me put a few cartridges back in here. Let me show you this. Rattles like crazy. None. Anyway, like I said, it's all right. It's a decent product. They're everywhere. They're available. A lot of places where you don't have access or you can't order them online, you can pick up Blue. You can pick up Enjoy. I've heard a lot better things about Enjoy than I have Blue. Views, I've tried one. It was bad news. It was not good at all. But I've only tried the one, and it was very high nicotine content. It was horrible. Anyway, Blue starter kit with other stuff. Be careful with the cord if you get one. It feels really fragile. I could feel like I could just do that and pull it apart. It just feels really, really fragile. The kit, it's all right. It's a decent kit, rechargeable pack. I've seen them. Urus has one like that, I think. I don't know. There's a couple other places that have rechargeable kits like this. Rattle, rattle, rattle. I'd hate having that in my pocket or sitting in my cup holder, rattling all day. Anyway, yeah. So Blue, the overall kit, 5.5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. The rechargeable case is kind of cool. I don't think it's all it's cracked up to be. There are so many other better options out there than Blue. So that's my personal opinion. Take it with you how you will. But yeah, I can't get past the puppy breath flavor and that bitter aftertaste. Even the cherry flavor has a little aftertaste. It kind of has that little similar, and I don't know if they're using diacetyl in their stuff that gives it that aftertaste like that or not, or what the chemical is. It's not a great flavor. So anyway, my honest opinion, that's all I know. So check out all my other links I got going on down below. If you want a good starter kit, go with EC Smokes, guys. If you want, Play Vapor's got some really nice ones. There's a lot of good vendors out there that have good quality merchandise. Avoid Blue, avoid Views, and avoid Enjoy. Go with the real deal, get the real ones, and support the smaller e-cig companies and help them out versus these guys. Don't help them out. I help them out. I help those guys out enough on this end. I don't need to help them out on this end as well. So, all right, guys, check out all my other links. Catch you guys on the next review. Stay charged and vape on.